qui choisit le côté opposé avec Tito la maison qui passe dans le trou pour aller marquer.
Albanese is there. Uruguay. Oh, Uruguay.
Well, Ireland have come into this game with very average form behind them. But it hasn't mattered at all tonight. They've thrown everything at the Wallabies.
Engage.
Oh, heavens. Well.
James Slipper. Oof. Collapsing.
Ronan O'Gara. Look at the crowd. 15 points to 6, 10 minutes remaining.
Well, this gets really hard for Australia now because conditions are well against them as well.
Guinea once more. Rob Simmons is the runner. 10 metres line. Penalty to Ireland. That'll be it. Rob Kearney's gone onto the field. The ball's been kicked out, but not from the mark. And this will set off giant celebrations. Already has at Eden Park, I'm sure, around the rugby world. Game is over, and Ireland have caused a big upset.
Leading the charge from number 8. Gets out the pass beautifully to Vayanga. Martin Morris almost tackling him, but Vayanga going through. Jones and Lewis going back. Who gets the touch? The try is awarded. The first try of the game, and dramatically in the opening seconds of the second half. The scorer is Vayanga, the centre. So what drama then here to Vayanga in his 10th appearance then for Western Samoa, to the delight of the Western Samoans in the crowd. Emmett Lewis controlling the ball at number 8 there for Rob Jones. Not a good pass though to Ring. Danger here for Wales. And that's it, the final whistle. What a dramatic victory then. And the shock of the competition so far, the first major shock. What a day for Peter Fatialofa, the Western Samoan skipper. The Western Samoans winners by 16 points to 13 over Wales.
And here's Juan Manuel Gamanara. Scrappy ball across the face of Berchesi. Good strike and go from Mieres. And some room across to the left for Silva. Silva keeps it alive. Uruguay. Oh, Uruguay. Through one. Manuel cuts. Wow, what a finish. What a play from Uruguay. The creativity, the support play. Some big hits from the Fijians, but Uruguay just kept on coming. And just turning the clock down here. Winding it back. Civetta.
No!
Penalty Uruguay! Penalty Uruguay! And a chance to put the margin out beyond a converted try.
I think it would be a Fijian miracle if they can pull it back from this. I know they'll be disappointed. They've shown moments, beautiful moments of flair. And like you said, this Uruguay team, the bravery, the courage, the guts, these are things you can't measure in statistics.
Still plenty of time, Mel Robinson for Fiji, but Jesse fades it back. It's a power fade. It's on the board. Uruguay are up. Uruguay are up by 8. We have 5 to go in Kamaishi. Volleyball sends it on its way, and this time round, it misses. Here it is. Here is the moment. Uruguay, incredible! Let's get the party started for the men in blue.
With a switch with James Small. That's good play by James Small. This is Dalton, he's got Wally Swart on the outside. Chose to go infield, probably the right option. Can South Africa spread it quickly enough? James Small, Peter Hendricks. Peter Hendricks. Peter Hendricks! That's a try! What a great try from Peter Hendricks. And that's exactly what South Africa wanted just before half-time. Gavin, back it goes, long pass to Campisi. Well tackled that by Yapi Mulder. South Africa want to stay on their feet, but that's the end of the game. Well, who would have believed that South Africa would beat Australia, world champions, and an unbeaten team in the last 12 months. That's their first loss, Australia, in the last 12 months. And that man, Joel Stransky, the hero for South Africa.
Wales have won all 8, but the last one was very tight indeed. 11-10 it was a couple of years ago in Cardiff. And here's another chance. Fiji really on the rampage. Denisau there. Looked like a knock-on, but he's got another crack at it. Denisau, it's a foot race. Does he get the bounce? He does!
Incredible! Absolutely incredible try! They get a lucky bounce, that's sure, but they chance a run. Rabini lost it out the back, then Denisau off the foot. No knock-on there. Kick ahead. And just watch the bounce of the ball. It sits up. Superior athletic ability, and he's able to pull it out of the air and score the try. Quite outstanding first 20 minutes here for Fiji. And look at the leap. Incredible start.
Fiji need to hold their defensive lines. Wyn Jones, there's Stephen Jones. Hook, Martin Williams, they need to bundle him into touch. If they can do that, it's game over.
Fiji got to set the lines again, they've got to get wider. Oh, it's a turnover! It's a turnover! That's it!
Ball game. It's all over. Wales are out of the World Cup. And this, one of the, if not one of the greatest ever shocks in world rugby. It's as simple as that.
Absolutely incredible game of rugby. I can't believe it. The emotion, the heart, we've seen it all.
P-shot with the feed. The Pumas will get a shove on here. Look at Ireland though. Look at that scrummage. But Argentina win it. Comte Pome. Oh, it's the pass to Albanese, and Albanese is there. Diego Albanese has scored in this quarter-final playoff match. His second try in Rugby World Cup, his sixth for his country. It might be the most important of his career.
Beautiful ball right out to Albanese. You'd have to say he's been running well all night. Just a simple overlap strategy. Brian O'Driscoll doesn't get there in time. I think the referee has already indicated next ball out or dead is the final whistle, so Ireland got to keep it alive.
Wood, Keith Wood, he's a yard short. Tierney ripping it for Wallace, he can't get there. They're battering the line, and the referee has blown for the end of the match. And amazing scenes in Loz. Argentina, they have beaten Ireland in Loz in this quarter-final playoff by 28 points to 24.
And they fight their way down towards the 22-metre line. As Ma'afu delivers the pass, a Frenchman is down. Here's the kick across field. Oh, it's a pretty good one. Here's the bounce. The bounce is good. And the try is scored by Hufanga.
What an outstanding try. Absolutely outstanding. Danny Alamoa started it, broke the line, clean line break. Very quick ball and beautifully placed.
And it's going to be the conversion, which won't mean very much at all. France will get a bonus point out of this game, and the conversion is wide. But we have seen one of the great upsets in Rugby World Cup history. Tonga has beaten France.
It's Himeno with that drive. Advantage Japan. Free play. Tanaka looks up. Lafayette. It's going to be the try for the new player. Kenki Fukuoka. Just on, just over. Japan take the lead.
Well, there's no point at all in trying to talk over the noise. Just soak it in. Kenki Fukuoka is just on the field and he scores in that left-hand channel. He whips it out wide. There's another pass to Fukuoka. And the crowd are up.
We've had a succession of sweet passes. Murray to Dave Kilcoyne.
we're into overtime. Murray Island have to play, or at least keep it on the field. All Japan have to do? No. Carberry's put it out. The game is over. It will go down as a second magnificent day in Japanese rugby, perhaps even better than the day when they beat South Africa. Here in their home World Cup, on their own turf, they have beaten the number 2 side in the world, Ireland.
Pour protéger la balle, c'est Richardout qui choisit le côté opposé avec Tito la maison, qui passe dans le trou pour aller marquer. Formidable, alors que Jonah Lomu est resté les bras sur les hanches par petits tas. Et on ouvre une grande balle ici. Jonah Lomu en équilibre. Attention, il rafute un premier adversaire. Il percute Benazi qui était venu. 1, 2, 3 adversaires. Et personne ne peut arrêter l'extraordinaire Jonah Lomu. Puissance magique. L'extraterrestre vient de parler. C'est bien là l'essentiel. Coup de pied par-dessus la défense. Avec Tomil ici. Il a pris la balle, il va marquer. Oh, la bonne réception après un coup de pied offensif donné par le demi de mêlée, Fabien Galtier. Oh, formidable, c'est une belle récompense pour ce diable de Christophe Dominici qui avait amené un essai extraordinaire. Eh bien, il n'a rien amené de bien et c'est pas possible. Et pourtant, il faut se rendre à l'évidence. La fin du match est sifflée sur un triomphe ahurissant, largement mérité.
Save the try. Tatakawa. Murphy! Here we go! Hiskett! Come on, Hiskett!
Japan, well, to the bit they go, the spoils and thoroughly deserved. They have been enormous this afternoon. They were courageous in not kicking the goal. They went for the try. It was that man Murphy who showed some real good strength, timed the pass to perfection, in at the corner when Hiskett to steal the game for Japan. One of the most famous victories in the history of sport, I'd go as far as saying, not just in the game of rugby union. And victory it will be for the cherry blossoms.
Goramaru then. It's all academic. Our eyes have seen the glory. It's a rugby miracle. Kenny Jones is the president of Japan. It's a national holiday.